What's good, y'all? It's Goated here, back with another one. Once again, I just recorded this KD trade and finals, NBA Finals video, but now I'm back again. Speaking of the finals, bro, I'm gonna try to make this real quick. I mentioned in my KD video about Tyrese Haliburton getting injured. Yeah, it was pretty horrific, man, seeing him go down like that off trying to make a basic move to the basket, and his right Achilles popped. You know, he had that calf injury in Game 6. You know, if I was the Pacers, I low-key would have tried to sit him out, but I understand why he tried to, come in. You know, it's like the biggest game of your career. You know, it's the finals. You know what I mean? And you gotta play it. But yeah, I understand. But in rebounding from that. Also in the wake of these playoffs, losing not just Haliburton, but Jason Tatum and Damian Lillard. Jason Tatum in the second round and Damian Lillard in the first round, ironically against the Knicks and the Pacers. You know, it also with guys like KD for one and DeJounte Murray and guys like that's had Achilles tears. It brings up a point to, like, if I'm like the players union or if I'm Adam Silver, whoever's in charge of making the schedule for the NBA season, me personally, I think they should lower the games per season just to preserve the players' bodies, you know, because they go through so much, not just in the NBA, but in college, high school, in the smaller leagues for little kids, stuff like that, man. I think they should put like these basketball camps and stuff should put limits on these kids for like just limits on them for not playing so much ball, because I think that's what for the kids in general, them playing year round, I believe that hurts them as development for their bodies growing up, you know, because when you play basketball so much, your body tends to break down. You know, you play it every day, you train every day. You know, you bound to injure your arm or your legs or your feet or your knees or whatever. You know, your body's gonna break down over time, especially when you've picked up a ball at, say, 5 years old, and you've been playing. You 25 now. You're either playing pro ball, you're playing in NBA, whatever. You've been playing ball for 20 years. You know, and just that, and not playing other sports, getting active like with basketball. I mean, with football or baseball or, you know, any other sports, tennis, you know. I feel like kids nowadays need to really like hone in on playing other sports, you know, because I feel like playing basketball for so much is going to take a toll on your body, wear and tear over time, you know what I'm saying? So it's a very tough making, and I feel like for the players, safety wise, I know the old heads ain't gonna like it, but I think moving their games down per season to like 65, 70 games, something like that, I think that'll make it more doable for every player in the league, whether you a star player, a bench rider, a superstar, all that. Because I know it sucks, man. I know if you got to think about the fans too. The fans pay money to see these guys, and you know when they're hurt and everything like that, it's like, man, it's like I paid all this money to see this guy, but he's hurt, you know, because he puts his body on the line every game. You know, he plays every game. You know, I understand it's incentives that need to be hit in their contracts and all that, but I'm just trying to be pro players. You know, I'm trying to make sure the players, in my opinion, I think the players need to be taken care of because they're the investment. The owners pay them, the fans pay their salary, you know, to entertain us. So I think the players need to be looked out for the most. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep it too long. I wish all the guys that I just mentioned that got injured in the playoffs, whether it was Achilles tears or other injuries, I wish them all the best on speedy recoveries. And yeah, that's just my little 2 cents on the situation. But yeah, the three, I think just the scheduling of the games and just the constant play every day, them playing all the time, and just it's too much running up and down that court all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it, man. I just want to make sure that the players are taken care of, and if that means shortening the season, then they got to do that in order to make more revenue, because that's all these pro leagues, especially in America, especially and also overseas, care about. So revenue's king, especially over here in the States. So yeah, hopefully everything turns out okay for these players. And I think hopefully when Adam Silver gets to meet with the players union or whoever schedules these games, I think they need to put that in mind, because there's been too many star players over the last like 5 or so years that's been hurt constantly from injury. So yeah, that's about it. Y'all also let me know in the comments what you think about today's topic, and I'm gonna be dropping more soon. All right, y'all, peace. Y'all have a good one, and we pro player over here. All right, I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Be easy. Y'all, I forgot to mention as well. I forgot to mention my third point. The rehab part of having Achilles and ACL injuries and stuff like that. I feel like from the league, the NBA on down, need to put in better things for the athletes, the players, the basketball players to rehab better, And I feel like that. I know that we got here in America, we got like the best doctors for professional athletes and stuff, but I feel like they need to take a little bit more extra precautions and get them more like medication and more exercises to keep them upright for training for a long grueling season in basketball. And this is from, like I say, the NBA down. And yeah, bro, if they can give them extra rehab exercises and more cold tubs and all that stuff, just to help them in general stay on the court as long as they need to stay on the court for it. And yeah, I'm all for it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm done. I'm gonna drop these 2 videos, and I'm definitely gonna come back with more. They all gonna be dropped probably tomorrow. So yeah, thank y'all for listening to me. I really appreciate it, and thanks for everything. All right, I'm out. Peace.